Yeah, okay, so today is the 31st of October. I'd like to welcome you to the meeting, the inaugural meeting of the rankers. Yeah, so welcome again. And the inaugural meeting is to take 5 papers. The first paper is our agenda, and the draft agenda that has been circulated. I'd like us to look at it. I'd like us to look at the draft agenda. Can we all locate it? I would expect that all the, excuse me, yeah, 1 minute, that all the documents will have been opened by now. Professor Chibon, we welcome you. So, is there any item that we wish to add to the draft agenda? If not, can we have a motion adopting the draft agenda?
We have already elected a secretary.
Tell us your name and tell us. Very good. Very good. Pastor Michelia is moving that the agenda be adopted. Do we have a seconder for that?
Yes,
Dr. Ituji is, yeah, so, okay, that's fine. So the first, thank you. The first item on the agenda is welcome by Peter Okebukola. So let me welcome you most sincerely to the welcome. Let me personally welcome Professor Achibong, Professor Michelia, Professor Wolabi, Professor Isiaka Rafiu, Dr. Anunobi, who is the University Librarian of Futo, Dr. Etuji. Yeah, please, if you have a phone that is, I think it's Etuji now, please put off your phone somewhere, please.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that will be it. Dr. Tukur, Professor Tukur will also welcome you. I'm sure that the others will be joining at some point. Let's go on to item 2. So what's item 2? Adoption of the agenda. I think we've taken that. Election of secretary. We have to change our secretary because if the secretary is not here, then she has no business being secretary. So we have to look for a new secretary. So what do we do at this stage?
we go back to
Why
Anunobi.
don't we take, why don't we take Yetunji?
Dr. Etunji, have you any objection?
Yes, sir.
What objection do you have to taking minutes? I mean, to being the secretary of an elite panel like this? What objection do you have? So let's move on quickly, please. I don't think I want to spend 1 hour talking about who the secretary is going to be. Yes. Dr. Etunji, do you have an objection again?
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. So Dr. Etuji is now our secretary. Can we welcome him with some applause? Yes. So we have done item number 3. Now, I want us to take paper number 2. Paper number 2, we'll be discussing that paper now. So that's paper number 2. Have we read the paper? Have we read paper number 2?
Can you introduce the title of the paper because I've used a different thing to save it in my mind.
I'm not going to do that. That's why I gave them numbers. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to do that.
Paper number
I'm not going to do that, madam. I already, if you think this job is my job, it's not my job. I'm just doing something on the side. So I numbered them. I give you the index. You are the university librarian. I give you an index, paper number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I sent you the thing paper by paper. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to introduce anything. So, Professor Achibong, have you read the paper?
Okay. Sorry, I have read the paper.
Okay.
General guidelines.
Okay, general guidelines, exactly. So let's take let's take that general guidelines, and I'm going to begin by looking at step number one. So, what is step number one? Let me see now. Idris Audu, what is step number one?
I've not received the numbers.
Are you reading? We are looking at paper number 2. And we are reading the step number 1 in paper number 2.
Part number 2, step 1. We shall start with all URLs and decide on which to include in our final ranking list.
Excellent, excellent. So,
Please do this before the meeting at 8 p.m.
very good, very good, very good. So, I've asked that we should all do that before the meeting that is holding now, RL of the universities that have indicated interest in being ranked. How many are these universities, Dr. or Professor Adejumo?
30, sir.
Excellent. So on that list, which university is number 1? I want all of us to come up to bring that paper. I think that should be paper number what is that? 5, yes. Paper number 5. Paper number 5 is list of universities. So which one? Pardon, madam? Yes, you got it. It would be nice, ma'am, if you speak out a little bit louder. The first university is Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University. I want us all to look at that URL. Is it compliant? Because I asked you to do, it's not. Okay, that's fine. So anyone that's not compliant, what did we say in one of the guidelines that I sent? What did we say we should do? Complete 0. So don't need to waste time. Don't need to waste time on that one. So number 1 is gone. That university is gone. So what about number 2? What is number 2? I'm going to be asking people now. Please don't tell me until I ask you. Dr. Nwankwo, what is number 2? Which university is number 2? Exactly, Al Hikmah University. As Al Hikmah University got a compliant site. Do we all agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have a correct
Okay. All right. So let's look at number 3. Which one is number 3, Professor Achibong? Sorry, Professor Achibong, you are far from your device. Would like to hear you. Can you all hear me clearly?
Absolutely.
Very good. Yes, madam. Professor Achibong. Say that again, madam. Wonderful. At the Jarvis University. Has that university a compliant site?
Yes, Prof.
Very good. What about number 4? Dr. Wolabi, what about... No. I'm going to call the person. Dr. Wolabi, what about number 4?
Number 4, that is Coast City University.
Very well. Coast City University, has it got a compliant URL?
Yes, sir. Yes, Prof.
Very good. You know, I'm so happy. This is a very wonderful group. I'm going to take attendance in 1 minute. I'm going to have a screenshot, as I said, and send to all of you as we go on. Dr. Azubike
Hello,
Anedu.
sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Sorry for cutting you short. I'm not sure if I'm to see myself. I can't see myself on the picture chat, sir.
You are not supposed to see yourself, but the others are seeing you. Others are seeing you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
I'm taking the attendance
Can
now.
thank you, ma.
Yeah, no problem at all. And that's somebody who wants to be our Dr. Oguntunde wants to be our secretary. We have changed you, by the way, where there's a coup d'etat. You didn't come early enough.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, no
I'm sorry,
problem.
sir. I have running stomach. Yes, sir.
Where is the stomach running to? Catch the stomach, please. Don't let it run away. Now, Dr. Etunji, what's number 5?
Okay, sir. Number 5 is covenant vesting.
Okay, has he got a compliant site?
Yes, Prof. Yes. Yes, sir. No. I'm just opening it, sir.
Okay, I just opening it. Okay, fine.
The URL I have here is they are not compliant.
I think it's the old one that I used for one of these lessons.
They are compliant.
They are.
They have been to be so.
Okay, don't worry. So what?
We have similar problems, sir.
Okay, no problem. So that is the thing.
Problem not take up
And the fact that you have similar problem does not mean that we should then put blanket over the wrong thing. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. So all of those 30 universities will go through and see the ones, say by tomorrow, that are going to be eligible for our ranking. Now, I'm going to press on to our agenda item. Let's see now. Agenda item number 5, which is paper number 3. Can we all look at paper number 3, please? Yes. So, what's paper number 3? Please hold on. I'm going to call somebody. Dr. Bank, Kessie Bank.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Is your name Kessie Bank?
No, that's not my real name, sir.
So it's not good enough, madam. Listen carefully. It's not good enough to put your Kessie Bank there, because that's what is going to appear in a minute. It has to be your name. Look at everybody. Ijoma Achibong, Anna Young, Waka, Oladipo, Olaleye, Peter, Yohana. You are seeing all of us there. And please, when you are taking the picture again, straighten your head, because it's bent somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we are ranking the heads now. We are ranking. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, so Dr. Kessie Bank, what is paper number 3?
Give me some time to refresh, but my network has been having issues, so I'm just joining.
Dr. Adefokun of Crawford.
Yes, sir.
What's paper number 3?
2017 ranking of OER in the Nigerian University current scheme, sir.
Very well. This is a very important document. Please just give me a minute. Let me just capture our attendance. This is October 31. Yeah. Please just give me 1 second. I just want to.
Less than 100, anything between 100 and 200, but that has changed. I can see that the number of entries are reduced significantly, sir.
Very good. Professor Idialu, what can you see as the changes? Dr. Nwankwo, what can you see as the changes?
For instance, in case of full conference presentation,
Yes. Okay.
It's instead of 100.
Okay. Is that the only one?
Not at all. Across the
Excellent. That's it. Dr. Eludire, what changes can you also see?
I think there is a reduction in the number of entries that are needed for scoring.
Yes, sir.
Practically on all the entries from level A to H.
Okay. Professor Peter Michelia, what changes can you see? Professor Lao, can you tell us what changes you have noticed? Paper 3.
It's Mrs. Alausa. Good evening. I just sent you a message that I did not receive any of the documents, sir.
Will anybody say, how did the others receive it? The others, how did you receive the document?
I think it's on the chat.
It's on the chat window, Madam Alao. You don't need to. I've told you people, this our platform. Nobody's going to be emailing to anybody. It will just be, you will get all the documents on the chat window. So if you go to the chat window, you'll find all the documents are there. But I'm sure you will get them at some point. Dr. Oguntunde, so what changes have you noticed?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Oguntunde, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Look, don't worry the
Yes,
title
sir.
I give to you. Any title, just accept.
sir.
Just accept the title.
I received the
Yes,
document.
very good,
Yes,
man.
sir. Just like from the old one. Can I go on?
Of course you go on. Please don't interrupt somebody that has the floor. Yeah, go ahead, madam.
Okay. So, yes, sir. From the old one, I discovered that from on the remarks, we didn't put broken links not acceptable.
Excellent.
We
Excellent.
didn't say that we are to disregard copyright status for the pilot run.
Exactly.
We are just talking about in this new document, sir.
Exactly. Yeah. So people missed out. No, just hold on, man. People missed out that bit. I'd like you to look at paper number 3 again. There were 2 major changes made. Number 1 is the reduction in the number of entries that will need to score. Number 2 is like kind of scholarship that for this pilot run, whether the thing is copyrighted or not a problem. But the links must not be broken. Have you seen that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now I need your comments. See, the experts we met 2 days ago, and we looked at all the things that the universities have submitted, and we found that if we applied the standard rules, many universities will just score 0 all the way through. So we decided to scale down, at least for this exercise, so that it will prompt universities over time to continue to improve. So I'd like your views on the 2. First, I would take on the one of reducing the number. 1 minute, please. The number of excuse me.
entries.
Yeah, the number of entries. So let's begin with that. I'll just go across the table. If I call you, and that's our pattern now, if you're not able to hear me or you are not able to answer, I move to the next person. As soon as I call the next person's name, it means we have been skipped. So don't come back and be interrupting the person who has the floor. So let me begin from Shehu Abubakar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Kessie Bank.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Is that what I'm asking you? Dr. Alao, Madam Alao?
On the line, sir.
Ah. I think we should be laughing at these people. Dr. Wolabi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The reductions are in order, sir.
Okay. Now I have a television set or something making noise at the background of somebody's place there. So please let's mute our TV until we finish. Mrs. Oguntunde.
Yes, sir. For the full text non-copyrighted D, maybe, I don't know if we can reduce it a bit again, sir.
For the what?
Maybe if we can bring it down.
For which one, madam?
For D,
For D.
the full text non-copyrighted, yes, sir.
Okay, let's see that now. For D.
That's journal articles.
The journal articles, full text, non-copyrighted journal articles. What do the others think? Should we bring it down or retain it like that? Exactly. Even one person. I mean, why should we reduce that? I mean, it's just if that is the one that you get plenty of entries. Aha. So, Dr. Itunji, you have the floor.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sir. Can you hear me? Well,
Sorry, Rafiu Mokpe Isiaka, can you stop your video? Okay, that's fine.
I'm trying to shut it down.
All right, let's move on to Bunakie Japheth.
Yes, sir.
No, we're waiting for your comment, not to say you are here. No, I said we gave you something to say now. Yeah. Like Shehu Abubakar, Kesi Bank, and Abiodun Alauze, you are here. That's not what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to comment. We have two things, and we took one.
Sorry, sir, about that.
No problem,
Sorry,
madam.
sir.
Where we
Well, I think we should retain the one for D.
where we Burkina Bunakie Japheth.
Yes, sir. My comment on the paper 3.
No, not just comment on paper 3. I think you are not catching up with us. Adefo Kuntayo, Dr. Adefo Kuntayo.
Yes, I think we should retain it the way it is now.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Anunobi.
Yes, sir. I think I want to comment on E. That is full non-copyrighted videos of lecture.
Yes.
If there is any way we can reduce it, that would be fine.
Well, that we can reduce.
Yes, that's
Yeah. So,
less than 10.
okay. So reduce to what, ma'am?
Anything less than more than 2 lines can get something.
Okay. What do others think? Do we reduce that? You're talking about the videos.
Videos, yes,
Okay, should we reduce? I'm having noise from Mrs. Alao. I'm having noise with Anayo Ngwakwa. I'm having noise with Dr. Wilson Wankwo. I'm having noise from you.
No,
So
that can't be me, sir.
it is because I have a panel here. I have a panel here which tells me where the noise is coming from. So, okay. So what do we say about Dr. Anunobi's suggestion?
So I agree with that. We should reduce it for E.
Reduce it to what?
Maybe
Instead of taking 50, why don't we, since this is a pilot run,
Yes.
why don't we make everything, why don't we make the minimum to be 10 across the heads?
Do you agree with that? To make the minimum to be 10, do you all agree with that?
No,
That will be rubbish. Look, listen. That will be rubbish, capital rubbish. For a whole university in Nigeria, 10. Dr. Wanko, please withdraw it. A whole university in Nigeria, 10. A whole university. You are doing university ranking, and you are saying 10. That can't. No. I'm so sorry I'm very harsh about that, but I can use it 10. Okay, so I think that for the videos, you see, we reduce this thing so shamefully. The whole university, Dr. Anunobi, we made it less than 10. Look at the values. The values are so ridiculous. Dr. Anunobi, you have the floor, ma'am. All right. You see, the argument is very good. That's the one that you made, but you see, you have reduced the others everywhere, and you want the university to be able to see that they have scored 0, and for them to strive to move up. See, the moment you begin to scale it down to what you are talking about, it becomes something else. So. Exactly. So let's look at the second part, which has to do with, for this outing, all we are doing is taking all the entries, regardless of whether they are copyrighted or not, but to ensure that the links are active. How do you see that? Okay, sir.
I want to comment on that. Why have we said pilot being brought up by whether it's copyrighted or not? What is the rationale behind it? What is the rationale behind that? Is fully how it's already getting defeated or what?
Can you repeat your observation, and can you be louder, sir?
Yes, sir. What I'm saying in essence is that if this pilot run, you are saying that we might not look at whether it is copyrighted or not. Pilot wrong. I am saying that if we are not looking at whether it is copyrighted or not, are we not, OER is not getting defeated. I want us to work very seriously towards meeting the mark from now. That the stress will be contained.
Yes, I agree with you. Wonderful. Let me tell you a little bit of this. I've been in this ranking business forever and a day, since 2000. Year 2000. 17 years ago.
Yes,
so what you normally do, in fact, when we started the Webometrics ranking, we started, that's the one that everybody is shouting about, that is this thing, but it's the most useless of them all. When we started the Webometrics ranking, and then when we started the Times Higher ranking, all those ranking groups, I belong to them. You start in a way that will get people to, exactly. And then you build capacity, you train them. And if you go online, you find some of my training programs on training videos on Webometrics ranking. You train them, and so you move it up. Let me tell you about motivation, which you may have missed. If we apply the rules rigidly this time, everybody is going to get 0 in all of these things.
That's true, sir.
And it's going to be, everybody will know that.
Demoralizing.
Exactly. So, look, don't think I'm doing this alone. No. I have a team of other experts from all over the world that were looking at the OER ranking, and although they are interested because this is the first time you get this kind of ranking for OER, and how do you call it now? We had a meeting and we said, okay, fine. Many people think that if they have virtual library, it's OER. National Open University, when they put all their courseware there and they are all copyrighted, they say it's OER. So the idea is for people to start getting into the hang of what OER is. So by January of next year, or when we want to do the second, after this pilot run, we'll look at our experience, and then you people here, you are at different universities, you begin to build the capacities of your people, and that time we are going to apply the rules very rigidly. What do others think?
Yes,
Yeah,
It's
well,
okay, sir.
yeah. Let's just encourage ourselves, and let's see how things run. All right. So those will be those will be the three the two things relating to that instrument. Let's get on to, let's see. We have 20 more minutes for this meeting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is Show Abubakar.
Yes.
I want to suggest on an
A and C. Yes.
Yes, sir. I believe reducing A and increasing C with the data because if we look at it this year, again, both of the new classes that come.
Can you hear Shehu Abubakar clearly? Because I cannot.
No, sir.
I can't hear him. So Shehu Abubakar, we can't hear you well. You may just send it through a chat message. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the practice session. This practice session, we are going to take Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I'd like all of us now to load Owerri, and then let's take the thing one by one. Dr. Chiwanobi, we're in your territory now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So let us all load let's go to that site, and then we'll begin to do our ranking.
I have loaded two. Yes, I have loaded
We have loaded Owerri. That's excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, you can see Owerri. I've gone through all of them. I'm so impressed, Dr. Anunobi. I'm so impressed with your site. It's so nice, so easy. You have the OER policy. Let's go to conference papers, all of us. Let's click on conference papers. Have we done so? Okay, for conference papers, if you have not, just don't worry yourself, because everybody, I mean, I have it here. If you click on the link, it will show you. So is number 1 linked?
Come again, sir.
We are in conference papers for Owerri.
Yes, sir.
So is number 1 linked? Is number 2 linked? Number 3 linked? They are all linked. Excellent. So how many have we got here? How many have we got here? No, how many? It has to be. We have to give you the number, not less than 50 or less than whatever. How many have we got here? Let's count.
I have to count it too. Let's count.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. May I suggest, sir, something?
Let's count, madam. Don't suggest anything here. Just count. Yeah. This is a practical example. It's a practical practice example. How many?
50.
Okay, let the others count. Let's find out that we have 50.
I counted 46, sir.
46, yes.
I counted
46.
46.
Excellent, excellent. So what score as Owerri in that one? 0. Very good. So let's go back to Owerri. 0. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go back to Owerri. Owerri has done it so nicely that you can see it has a menu bar there, a tab there that will take you back home. Let's go to ebooks. Ebooks.
Yes.
How many ebooks do we have?
Two.
So what do that one score?
Zero.
Absolutely zero, yeah. Let's go to lecture notes. Make sure the ones you are counting are linked.
The ebook one is not linked.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I said for the ebook one was not linked. The first one.
Yeah, I know. Well, since it's less than 50, there's nothing to count. There's nothing to bother about. So that's why we're going on. Yeah.
It's linked, sir. Number one is linked.
For which one?
Number one, lecture notes, sir.
No, they're all linked to all of them.
We are counting.
They are all linked. How many have we got? How many have we got here?
64, but they are not linked. 64, not linked.
Let's just take a rough idea of what we have there.
64, but they are not linked.
64. Yeah, but no, not the ones that are not linked that are fewer than 14. I'm doing the same thing that you are doing the year now.
11, 12, 13, 14.
The ones that are not linked are fewer than 14.
64.
We're not doing e-books, we are doing lecture notes. Well, I think they are mostly linked here. So what will 64 score? 5. Okay, fine. So you have it scoring 5 there. Very good. So let's go back home and then let's go on to what's next. Exactly. Journal articles. Yes, click on journal articles and then run through. They are all mostly linked. Yeah, the score will be 0 for videos. You can see now why somebody, I don't want to mention the name, is asking that we reduce the number of entries for videos. I don't want to mention the name of the person, but the person may know himself or may know herself. The person may be a principal officer or something like that. So let's go on to the next one. And the next one is what? Project reports. Okay, let's click on project reports. So that's it. I'm going to call on another 3 people to give us the score, but you keep going on, keep counting. I will let the 3 people know very soon, and one of them will be Professor Achibong. It would be nice if you count it, Professor Idealo, it would be nice if you count it inside. Professor Achibong, Ms. Oguntunde, and Bunakie Japheth will give us the score for this one. Femi, you want to go now? Okay. Hey, don't count outside, do I beg. Be counting Professor Abdullahi Liman Tukor. Please just count within you. Yeah, we are coming back at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and we will tell your vice chancellor that you're on national assignment if you have an 8 o'clock meeting. If you have any problem with that, let me know, and I will tell the vice chancellor to take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy on you. Yeah. So by tomorrow, we'll do a review of the scoring. I will have harvested your scores at the back end, and I will share with all of you. I think I should be able to do this by 6 a.m. tomorrow. So by 8 o'clock, that meeting will not last up to 9. We'll just run it for about 30 minutes. Just look at the scores. And then we'll take on Nnamdi Azikiwe University. I will set up another form different from this one, which we will use. And by tomorrow evening, I will then assign you to the different universities that you'll be ranking. So that will be let's go back to agenda. Yes. So I've done the practice session. What's item 7 on our agenda? Entertainment. No, what was assignment? Okay. Have we received the assignment now? Okay. What's the next item on that agenda after assignment? Okay, fine. So is there any other business? I will go across the table. That's how I do my AOB. I will go across the table and ask you if you have any other business. Professor Achibong?
Any other business? Yes.
Wondering why we, in the course of the meeting,
Yes, ma'am.
for capacity, because except the capacity of the people who are interested in build in this area, then we might not really achieve much. So since it's already in the pipeline, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, Professor, that I heard you correctly. We are talking about capacity building. Capacity building will come when we now know where the gaps are. And it is not NUC that will be building your capacity. It is you, Professor Achibong. It is Professor Ngwaka, Ladipo Olaleye, Peter, Joanna, Michelia, Ade Ludire. It is you that your university will now be happy that you are participating in this thing. So you will then run workshops for your people there. So nothing concerns us. Nothing concerns. Look, let me tell you something. Listen very carefully, all of you. When the webometrics people, because I go to their lab every October, we do the ranking for the one that will come out in January. We have another one in March for the one that will come out in June. Who has ever approached all of you, any of you, to say, do you want to be ranked? They rank you and just publish it. I'm sure you are aware of that. Nobody asks for anything. So it's for you to now decide that, you don't want to be poorly ranked, so you got to build your capacity, the capacity of your staff. So that's left to you. Now that you know the tricks, I'm sure that during the course of our upward mobility in academia, we were part of this marking of SSC papers by WAEC or NECO or any of these organizations. I'm sure, some of you. And so what you learned in the marking, you then use it when you, in your school operation. So that's my response to that. Dr. Adefokun.
Yes, sir. I really don't have much to say.
Okay,
now.
Bonakie Japheth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. Etuji.
Nothing more to say. I'm okay.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Etuji.
Okay, sir. Well, my own observation about the meeting is it would have been better if we are together to do this exercise rather than scattering us around. Because there are so many distractions. To be honest with you, there are so many distractions.
Yeah, I may drop you out of this place, Oyetuji. Technology has moved beyond. I may drop you. Technology has moved beyond this thing. Look, I run 1 million meetings with people all over the world to be together. Where are you? I mean, you should know that these days, who will come? Who will pay for your way to go to Spain for a meeting? It doesn't work. I mean, the times have changed. Oyetunji, please change. Mr. Oguntunde.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I just want to call your attention, sir, to the issue of Mountain Top University and Redeemers University. For the URL link. So if you will recollect, for Redeemers University, our URL link was sent earlier before it was even requested for, and the site was ready. So I can't really explain what went wrong while we were filling the form. Thank you, sir.
Okay, no problem. What I think we'll do is to get, if I'm hoping to get the vice chancellors to quickly see those ones that have links that have challenges, to see how they can remediate it. Like the Covenant one, for instance, they told me that they sent the old link. But look, what did we do at the back end? We asked that people should submit the first time, submit your
Yes, sir.
OER, put it on the top menu bar, which they did. They will said now we want to do ranking, that they should reconstruct this thing and give us a new URL, just like Photo did. And we gave them a form to fill, and they filled it. So that's what we harvested. So the error
Sir,
will definitely.
as I said, I don't know what went wrong. If you recollect it, we sent ours on the 16th of October.
Nobody sent anything.
Look
No,
at it,
listen,
and
madam.
it's
No. In fact, I got Covenant emailing something to me. I said, my friend, nobody sends. I have a team of a team of technical people at the back end that are
Yes,
doing
sir.
a lot of things.
Responded. That was on the 16th. We didn't even know we are still going to request for it separately. So it was even now and they responded and they even liked it. But it was on the following day they now said we should fill it form. I don't know what went wrong.
Okay.
Because the site has been reconstructed since, sir. Please,
Okay.
sir, you can help check your emails.
I'm not checking anything. I've told you. And others will confirm. You don't send me URL link or by email. There's a form that you will fill. In fact, as you are speaking now, I'm going to go back to that form. I'm going to go back to it live and email to you.
Yes, sir, but we sent it even before the form was sent to us.
I don't think I should waste time on this because I mean you are not supposed to send anything. You are not supposed to send anything. You are supposed to fill a form, which they all did. So let me see you next. Dr. Wolabi Olumide.
Good evening, sir. Sir, if it's not possible for someone to attend Monday, what will happen? Can there be...
Do you have any challenge? No. Do you have any problem with attending tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock?
Yes, sir. I should be on the journey because 6 o'clock at night.
Oh, you'll be on a journey. Okay, God will grant you journey mercy. So we'll make a note of that. Mr. Alao.
Yes, sir. Just a little clarification on the URL. Sorry, I was not able to connect early enough. Apart from having the 8 categories, does the URL need to follow a particular format? Like, does it have to have a /OER or something for it to be compliant?
No. The URL has nothing to do with it. It is what the URL takes us to, the page that the URL takes us to. Which university is this, ma'am?
Okay, that's my station. Ibadan.
Okay, that's fine.
University of Ibadan.
Yeah, we heard you. Madam Casey Bank?
Nothing really much to say, but just to appreciate your efforts in the work you're doing, and I'm hoping for more awareness, especially around the Southeast universities, just to create more awareness about the OER.
Yeah, I don't think. Let me tell you what's going to happen. This is the hidden agenda. Actually, 2 items. Nobody's going to create any awareness about anything about anybody. You know, when we finish this pilot run, we are going to publish the ranking in all the papers. Everybody in this Nigeria will know. And I used to send, you know, I sent this list to vice chancellor. You know, when I sent this list of 31, you need to see you need to see the mails I got from some vice chancellors. They were so angry with their directors of ICT. They were pleading that, oh no, please give us one more day and all of that. And I told them in my reply, we've given you 3 weeks. So you need to see the hammer that many ICT directors will get. So by the time the results come out, and they will find that, which university are you from, Madam Dr. Bank?
Michael Obara University.
Okay, fine. So you now have maybe UNN that's not listed as, and they find that they are zero. They are not nowhere. So nobody's going to tell them. Who has raised awareness about webometrics ranking? Who has raised it? Other than the fact that a university is poorly ranked, and so they're making efforts to be there. So the awareness will raise itself when the results start to come out. Dr. Shua Abubakar.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you for the effort you put in saying this become possible. But actually, sir, the reason why you not be university running initially, I sent you an email telling you that our university may not be able to have the number, because as at now, even the ranking, even the way you are ranking now, our university was continue university ways on. I hope that was me.
Yes, I got your mail, and I'll give you a response quickly.
What happened is that initially, when we look at the ranking, we found out that there's no way our university can make it.
Yeah.
Then I sent you an email.
You did.
Requesting on the way forward. I think up to now, up to today, I didn't get the feedback.
Okay. Let me give you the feedback, Dr. Abubakar. Let me give you the feedback quickly. In the ranking business, okay, let me tell you what I did in 2000 and 2001. For those of you who were the Nigerian university system, at that time. I did a ranking of all the universities, regardless of whether they are 1 year old or 1 day old or 1 million years old. The next thing we did was to now have them in layers. We had the state universities, then we had the federal universities, we had the University of Agriculture, we had the University of Technology, we had them clustered like that. So there's no ranking in the world, sir, Dr. Shua Abubakar, that will say, let us have the young universities separate. It doesn't work like that. You are all put in the same pot. And that is why, and I want to, that's why Covenant University, how old is Covenant University? You can see Covenant University has outpaced Ife, Ilorin, all of those people, all of those universities. So it is good stimulus for the universities. You never can find, like I said, there are 3 major ranking schemes in the world. There's the academic ranking of world universities, ARWU. That's based in China. That's the number 1, Shanghai Jiaotong ranking. They don't say, universities they put everybody in the same pot. If you look at Times Higher ranking, everybody's on the same pot. If you took the webometrics, the same thing. But what then happens is that after putting everybody in the same pot, you will then begin to segment. You will then say, for those in Africa, that's the ranking. For those in Nigeria, that's the ranking. So we're going to follow that same model too. Dr. Abubakar, is that clear?
Exactly, sir. It's understood, sir.
Okay, thank you. Madam Manunobi.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I quite appreciate what you have done, the kind of motivation
Yeah.
to scholars in the university.
Yeah.
Because some of them are not taking this open resources seriously. But we did.
Sure.
And like in our university, it was discussed in the Senate and everybody. So I love that, and I think you all
Sorry, madam, Dr. Anunobi, before I forget, I told you about 2 hidden agenda. I've mentioned one. The second one, my dear compatriots, is that this ranking will ultimately impact on the ranking of Nigerian universities on the 3 global ranking schemes, especially webometrics. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
It will significantly improve for all your universities. Let me tell you what happened. In 2000, I think 2002, the then Vice Chancellor of University of Ilorin, who is now the JAM registrar, I just came back from one of our ranking exercises in Spain with these webometrics. And I told him that, look, it is easy. This is very easy. Then I went to Ilorin. I spent just 1 week with Ilorin people. What did we do? I asked every staff, all your what is it now? All your conference papers, all your journal articles, all your books, all your everything, project reports, just bring them. I spent 1 week in Ilorin. By the next Robotics ranking, Ilorin came first and retained the first position for 3 years. So it's all about showing our scholarship. So that's the other hidden agenda. So if you encourage your staff in Futo, in Ibadan, in Krutech, and everywhere to start bringing this thing, Mountaintop University, you also will see that in no time, this exercise, in another 3 or 4 years, no university in Africa will beat Nigerian universities. So that is second hidden agenda. Yeah. So please continue, Madam Dr. Anunobi.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
I also want to say that there are issues. One is the newly established university that may not have the resources as such, and there are this specialized university like our book.
Yeah.
We may not have when you look at the books, you can see that we are not actually because science and technology, some of them they drag their feet and fight it. So these are because having as many as
Okay. Thank you, man. I think just keep doing your best, and things will keep improving. Keep doing your best. By the way, your site is one of the ones that I really love. You've done well, man. You've done well. I thought we'll upload the photo. Thank you. Dr. Oladipo Olaleye, any other business? Let's move very quickly now. No. Okay, fine. I think that would be it. Dr. Nwankwo, any other business? Dr. Eludire, I think we've done it. Professor Idialo.
Yes, Prof.
Okay, let's take Dr. Nwankwo quickly. Dr. Nwankwo. No problem, sir. So,
Everybody today. Thank you so much, everybody.
Professor Idialo, did you say that you have something?
Tomorrow morning. I came to Lagos because of that
Oh.
for the panel.
Oh,
But
okay.
I will if it started by 10, I will try and make a photo to participate.
By what time? Would the meeting starting at 8?
Activities started by 10.
This meeting is starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you.
I'll give you feedback concerning the clash, if there is any clash.
Okay, that's fine.
And folks, I hope the meeting will end before 9:15 because
The meeting will not last more than 30 minutes. We're starting 8 o'clock sharp. By 8:30, it's all done. Yeah, what you need to do is fill the form in today. Tomorrow morning, we'll just look at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and then you complete the form, and that's all. It's all done. 30 minutes tomorrow. Okay, let me bring the meeting to a close. We have overspent our time by 20 minutes. Being the first one, I think it's not too bad. We're expecting the minutes. Dr. Itunji, when are the minutes coming out?
Okay, tomorrow.
Seriously. Okay, I will get the video of our session to be out, and I think by tomorrow also you'll get this to be online. You will get this video of interaction. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Motion for adjournment. Who is moving?
I hereby move.
Dr. Anunobi is moving. Professor Idialo is seconding. Everybody is seconding. Everybody is seconding. Everybody wants to go and sleep. All right. So God bless you all, and have a fine rest of the evening. God bless. Bye bye. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, sir.
All right.